What's up, ladies and gents? If this is your first time of coming across the tank ride, do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share, do not forget to follow. Most importantly, like our videos, because according to YouTube and Facebook policy, the more you like our videos, the more they help recommend it to other subscribers. Please take your time and listen to this man. When you are done listening to him, we're going to come back and discuss on it. Niger, Nigeria, and every other country must wake up. Every African country should start waking up. This is the right time to wake up. Please watch. I'll be right back.
ECOWAS condemn him. We are not in support of coup d'etat. Before you create a unit to go against any attempt of coup d'etat, put your house in order. Stop lying to your electorates. Stop lying to your citizens. Stop looting the resources of your country. Stop corruption in your country. And then you can talk about anti-coup d'etat. When Alpha Condé was killing his people in Guinea, after serving 10 years, he said it was not enough. I want to serve another term. During the process, so many Guineans were killed. I don't see any ECOWAS going there or condemning him. You know why? Because Guinea was too big for them, or Alpha was dancing to their tune. After the presidential election in Guinea, more than 300 Guineans were butchered, killed. No ECOWAS condemn him. Condemn him. No African Union condemn him. Instead, they pick up their phones and say, Monsieur le Président, félicitations, congratulations. That is the fair game that is happening in Africa. Where is the fairness in ECOWAS or in the African Union? They are not representing us. I believe they are representing themselves. So we are calling them to remember that power belongs to the people.
This is one of the most beautiful videos I've watched today on social media, knowing fully well that Africans are beginning to wake up from their dictators. Africans are beginning to reject, since it seems every other country was waiting for Nigeria to wake up and do the needful, that once Nigeria wakes up, other countries will eventually wake up. But Nigeria itself is not ready to wake up. You see, there's something that the president of Liberia, George Weah, on issue of coup and military intervention by ECOWAS, said that, I want to again sound it as a note of warning to anybody or any people who are planning to invade Niger. It's going to be a nightmare for that person or for that organization. Now, he said, as long as ECOWAS tolerates institutional coups that allow lifetime presidencies and fraudulent declaration of election results, manipulation of judicial announcements, there will always be military coup. We cannot condemn military coup when we do not condemn those who carry out institutional coups. ECOWAS should work for the interests of the people. ECOWAS should work for the interests of the people. As long as ECOWAS tolerates institutional coups, we have a coup that happened in Nigeria recently, where INEC chairman could not give us any statistics of what conspired in the election, how Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the president. And from the history of the Mahmoud, who was dethroned by the military in Niger, we notice that in his own case, he equally have an institutional coup against him. He carried out an institutional coup where the vote went against him, but he forced himself into power. We're talking about democracy, and these people come, they keep on messing up the military, they keep on messing the system because people elected you to rule them and you are destroying it. The Western power does not want us to elect our own president. They just want to select it, whomever that is favorable by the cabals, they will just choose the person. And this is an error that has been playing out. So as long as ECOWAS tolerates institutional coups that allow lifetime presidencies, we have so many countries in Africa that their president have been seated, just like Cameroon. Their president have been seated for over 30-something years, going to 40 years. Many countries in Africa that don't want to come down from the seat. They just want to lead and keep ruling, and after leading, they will hand it over to their children. And recently, the Niger are now capturing their politicians and doing the needful to them and their families. This is the warning. The day Nigeria will rise. The reason why Nigeria has refused to rise is that we are united in suffering and divided in tribalism. This is one reason that Nigeria itself have not risen. Because you cannot tell me that these politicians will keep burying the destinies of young people, destroying the lives of young people, and we are tolerating them on daily basis. This is uncalled for. And this video that I just played from the beginning just settled everything. This ought to stop. It ought to stop, because if it continues, lives will be destroyed. How long are people going to run outside the country? How long will people continue to run out? Because they want to go and search for greener pasture, whereas everything we want, everything we need, everything we pray for is in our land. Yet people from outside will come and dictate how we are going to live our life, keep us in suffering, and vow that Africa will never rise. There is no curse that ever lasts. One day curses will be broken, and I love what this generation is doing. Though the people that are doing it are the corrupt people, but this is an eye-opener to so many African countries. That's why they don't want you to have light. They don't want you to have good road, so that the more you keep having those problems, you won't have time to challenge the Western powers that are coming to steal from you. They don't want you to have securities. That is why most of the terrorists in Nigeria, in Africa, is being sponsored by these people. Is being sponsored by these people. Politicians who have the heart of the devil continue to play along with these Western powers. As long as ECOWAS tolerate institutional coup that allows lifetime presidencies and fraudulent declaration of election results, manipulation of judicial announcements, there will always be military coups. We cannot condemn military coups when we do not condemn those who carry out institutional coups. I hope Nigerians are ready, because we have been having institutional coups, manipulations. The judiciary will make an announcement and say this is what the court order. They will disobey it because they have the army at hand. Now the same army you are controlling decide to now dethrone you, it becomes a problem. Go and fix your home. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should better be careful, because this is not election mago. This one is not you bribing somebody with billions of dollars or billions of naira to rig election for you. When the right time comes, you will have yourself and your family to be blamed. We cannot fight. Africa must stop fighting themselves. This is what is happening. Muslim against Christian. You go to the north, they hate you for no reason, because some people from outside the country say that you have to. Those people that are practicing Islam, those people that are practicing Christianity outside the country are living fine. They are living fine with themselves, exhibiting with themselves. But come to Africa, it is a problem. A Christian doesn't want to see a Muslim doesn't want to see a Christian. This is the time everybody must wake up. Because if this thing continues, more lives will be lost. Eventually, more lives will be lost. Thanks for supporting the Future News. Peace.